my video. Today I'm going to give you my UFC 116 main event prediction. It's between Brock Lesnar versus Shane Carwin. I'm Asian MMA, so I hope you enjoy my prediction video, okay? First things first, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I'm picking Shane Carwin, but I know Brock Lesnar brings in a lot of casual fans, and I know a lot of you guys know Brock Lesnar from pro wrestling. You might be like, oh man, this guy's just another Brock Lesnar hater. You know, he hates Brock Lesnar because he came from WWF, WWE, and now he's like the heavyweight champion after 5 fights. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm a former pro wrestling fan. I didn't even start watching pro wrestling in the Attitude Era, okay? Raw is War Era, you know, HBK was the man, he was the heavyweight champ. He was in DX, Triple H, you know, Triple H sucks. I hated his gimmick then, I hate his gimmick now. He's just a boring wrestler, man. His little kneeling thing, and man, I don't like Triple H. Who else wrestled back then? Nation of Domination, you know, Farouk, D'Lo Brown, Mark Henry, you know, all those guys in Nation of Domination. Stone Cold was coming up. The Rock, you know, Rocky Die. As you can see, I know my pro wrestling, you know, back in the day stuff, I know my pro wrestling, so I'm not just a Brock Lesnar hater, okay? So, that's enough about that. I'm going to jump my prediction video and try to be analytical more than like hating on a guy just because he came from pro wrestling. Okay, for me this fight, it all comes down to the takedown. I don't see Brock Lesnar standing with Shane Carwin because Shane Carwin has proven knockout power. I do think Brock Lesnar has that knockout power himself because he's a big dude, man. Out of these two, I do give the size advantage to Brock Lesnar. He's just scary, man. Scary dude. He moves incredibly fast, but Shane Carwin's not a slouch in speed himself. The stuff that, his uppercuts that he delivered to Frank Mir were vicious, man. They were explosive. Recap what happened in that fight. Shane Carwin put Frank Mir up against the cage, just pinned him there, and then he got ready for dirty boxing. Man, those uppercuts were fast, man. Boom, 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 Frank Mir's down. He's trying to grab hold of a leg to just hang on there, but basically got shut off, and that was the fight. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this is for undisputed heavyweight champ. You know, both these guys are coming with belts. Kind of retarded, man. Basically, Shane Carwin got to be the what's it called? You know, the co-champion, interim champion. Sorry, man. He got to be interim champion for one fight. That's kind of retarded, you know. They just want to make this super fight, saying, man, the heavyweight champions are colliding for, you know, even though he was the interim champion for one fight. Really pointless, but I feel like I have to mention that, you know. This is for the undisputed heavyweight champion. Retarded. But anyways, yeah, it comes down to the takedown because I don't think Brock Lesnar feels comfortable striking with Shane Carwin. You know, Shane Carwin has proven knockout power. All of his fights come from KO, and I think Brock Lesnar's game plan is take this guy down, control him, and land those bombs. One thing I have to say is Brock Lesnar has come a long way with his punching, man. At the start of his career, he basically took the guy down, and he's like all wild and crazy and stuff. And he used to do these masturbation punches, but man, his Frank Mir fight, he became patient, picked his shots, and he's just like grabbing him in the headlock, and he's just like boom, 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 until Frank Mir was pretty much out of it. So, one thing I have to say, it comes down to the takedown, and did, you know, Randy Couture fight ring a bell? Randy Couture controlled Brock Lesnar, in my opinion. Like, he didn't let Brock Lesnar take over with the game plan until round 2. Well, the round 2 he got rocked, and that's what the fight ended. But round 1, Brock Lesnar was trying to go for the takedown, but, you know, being a much smaller guy, Randy Couture didn't let the fight go to the ground. And if it did, he got back to his feet right away. So, you know, Randy Couture, he's fighting at 205 now, and he's fighting Brock Lesnar. Probably comes in at, I don't know, maybe 280 pounds, maybe 275, if not higher. So, you know, he's giving up a lot of weight. Shane Carwin, he's not like Randy Stewart. He's a big wrestler himself. One thing I do have to say, well, dude, what about the wrestling credentials? You know, Brock Lesnar, Division 1, Shane Carwin, Division 2. It does not matter, man. In MMA, wrestling credentials don't mean squat. Okay, let me give you some examples. Dan Henderson versus Jake Shields. Personally, Dan Henderson, man. Olympic caliber, you know? Jake Shields, from what I know of, he wrestled in high school. He was going to university, and he was like a prospect. And he probably would have been a Division 1 guy, but, you know, you gotta go with Olympic wrestling guy. So I want Dan Henderson. Look what happened. He got raped completely wrestling-wise, okay? Mark Munoz versus Matt Hamill, Division 1 versus Division 2. Again, I picked Mark Munoz, and now we got highlight high kick knockout, you know, by Matt Hamill. That was kind of embarrassing. Yeah, those are my examples for, you know, wrestling credentials don't mean anything. So this is what I'm going to see happening. Brock Lesnar's going to attempt for the takedown. Shane Carwin's going to be able to stuff those takedowns. And, you know, if you're closing the distance, you're going to be in striking range. And I just see Shane Carwin picking his shots and pretty much putting down Brock Lesnar. I'm going to go with round 1, KO. One thing before I've been picking the underdogs for like 4 fights in a row. All the underdog bets have been losing, man. So I'm definitely not putting any money on this, but crazy. I usually don't go with the underdogs, but in my mind I see the underdogs having the advantage. So that's my video. Thumbs up if you support me, Shane Carwin, for the win. Thumbs down if you don't support me and you want Brock Lesnar to win, you know, for the win. Thanks for watching my video. I'm Asian MMA.